Hey, good morning, early morning, fellow YouTubers. It's like 5 something, 5:15. But any of you that have been following me for a long time will recall the many, many stories about got my Starbucks. The many, many stories about the paranormal activities I came into when I moved into this house I currently live in San Pedro, which was a little bit over 13 months now, October 27th. So just in time for Halloween, I move in there and just crazy shit starts going off the chain right away. And the thing, loved to taunt my dog to get to me. So my dog was fearful. I'd come home from work and he'd be all shook up. And then even when I was at home, he'd get chased around the house, and turn around and start barking at whatever entity was chasing him. All kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, the one that stands out the most is early in the morning, like maybe 3 a.m., 3:30, I started hearing like someone's taking a baseball bat to the front porch and just destroying the front of the house. I mean, it was so loud and visceral. I mean, I felt it in my bones. It was like a car crashing into the front of your house. So I grabbed my gun. I grabbed my 9mm. I don't keep a bullet in the clip, but put a bullet in the clip and walk out there, totally expecting to see some crazy homeless guy with a baseball bat destroying the front porch. Nothing. So I could literally talk for hours about the different stuff that's gone on there. And I could talk for like another hour about how I'm kind of sensitive to this stuff. And I mean, the first thing I ever experienced was, as a little kid, I had cousins that lived in an old, all brick house, big, like almost mansion, like 5-bedroom place with like 3 fireplaces. Really, really cool. And they'd have seances there. And I was a little kid, 6, 7, 8, in these seances and seeing really weird stuff. Like, one person lay down, we'd all go around in a circle saying colors of feathers. So pink feather, blue feather, yellow feather. And you just say a different color when it comes to your turn. And you just put 2 fingers under the person and they start levitating. I'll never forget literally feeling them just float. So your fingers are under them, but you're not really lifting. It's just your contact with them. So maybe that, opened a doorway. Anyways, I move in this place and it was every night. It would start when I'd sit down in front of the TV, like with funny noises in my cup. Like ice cubes are cracking in my cup when there's no ice cubes in my water. Just weird things going on and on. But, so that's what really started me reading the Bible. I mean, there were nights I stayed up all night, but it also really got me praying more. I was praying to St. Michael, and I started going to church because I saw a Catholic priest saying, if you got any kind of demonic infestation in your place, really all it takes is going to church every Sunday and going to confession once a month. You're pretty much, that thing's going to run from you. So I did that, and sure enough, it's true. But, old habits die hard, and I've backslid several times, and I backslid just recently, and I started hearing stuff and again that I hadn't heard in a long time. And my dog, so I literally had pictures thrown off the wall twice on 2 occasions. I had surfboard thrown across the room. I mean, crazy shit. I had every morning in the bathtub, I'd take a bath every morning, some fist hitting the bottom of the bathtub and all the pipes under there being banged. So just off the chain. I needed more God in my life, obviously, to battle this this thing. So started coming back with some noises and a fist pound in the closet, which is done before. So I realized that I'm in mortal sin. I missed a few masses on Sunday and didn't confess them, and then kept receiving the Holy Communion, which is another mortal sin. So I ran to confession yesterday and it was like, reserve 20 minutes for me because I got to get every possible mortal sin off my soul that is possible. So then this morning, though, that was just yesterday. And so then this morning, I go to my mailbox and I look, because I did see a mailman dropped by, and there was a handwritten envelope. It was kind of cool to get a handwritten envelope with a, a handwritten letter inside. And it's from the previous residence. And there's a long whole page of handwriting. And it's about this woman saying, they used to live there and that they're Jehovah's Witness and that they want me to join and go to the website. I don't know who these people are. I never met them. She said, we would have come and visited you in person, but due to the pandemic, we chose to write you this letter instead. I'm talking about someone they know. I mean, they might as well be writing out handwritten letters to everyone in the world because I'm just some strange guy that moved in their place after they exited. But, so I go online and I'm reading this morning about what Jehovah's Witnesses is. And sure enough, it's like a cult. And there's some possible demonic stuff involved. Answer, problem solved. I think there's that connection because I've never been haunted like this before, but the minute I moved into this place, every day, every morning in that bathtub, my dog looking scared coming home from work every day. And then sure enough, the more religious I got, the more, I went 60 days saying the rosary every day, and I would do it where I would read the script, the passages for every single mystery that you go over. There's 5 decades in a rosary, and at the end of every decade, you say an Our Father, concentrating on one rosary, one miracle or mystery, one mystery taken from Scripture. So I would actually read those passages, and some of them are like a full page long. So, it would take me like 45, 50 minutes to say a single rosary, and yet I did that for 60 days straight. Rosary is really, really strong against anything demonic. But I've stopped, and now I say it like once every 3 days, and like I said, I backslid with a few things. So sure enough, I went to confession yesterday, didn't hear anything last night or this morning, and this stuff is real, man. This stuff's real. And I think it's kind of apropos that I get this letter from this woman, telling me I need to join their faith. That's weird. Huh. And she says neighbor, hello neighbor, like she still lives in the neighborhood. And if they live in the neighborhood, they see my statues of Mary. I have a big statue of Blessed Virgin Mary that faces the front window, and I leave the shutters open all day long so people can see that and hopefully have a positive effect on them. But so I'm sure she knows I'm Catholic, and they still write me this long letter about how I should be a Jehovah's Witness. Anyways, just thought I would share that with you. The life and times of Sheldon Brown.